Gang, hey man, in today's video I got a banger, bro. They literally just dropped this thing on my fucking Facebook timeline about how much of a cuck Will Smith is. So I'm gonna break that down, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button if you like the video. Also, we trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my content. And if you haven't done so already, jump into the CLG community while it's still $24 a month, because May 1st it's gonna be $48 a month and we ain't going back. And make sure you watch this one to the very end, because I got a ton of gold nuggets. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, so this ran across my Facebook timeline and I was like, you know what, man, I gotta read this, man, because this is sad, man. The modern day woman, the modern day society has tricked the modern day man into believing that this is true. So I'm gonna read this, man. So it says, I betrayed you, cheated on you, made the world to laugh at you, laugh at us, but you still stayed with me. Thank you for being a real man. Jada Smith. Millions of women are celebrating Will Smith today for being a real man. Jada cheated on him with someone young enough to be his son, but he forgave her, cleaned her up, and did not allow the devil to break his family. That's the definition of a real man, guys. This is what society is trying to turn you guys into. Society is trying to turn you guys into the softest possible versions of yourself. Society is trying to make you pedestalize women. Society is trying to make you submissive. Society is trying to make you pretty much a pet for the modern day woman. This has been going on for years, and I think now has reached the breaking point. You know what I mean? And another thing ran across my timeline. Remember, I don't know if you guys watched some of my older stories. Remember when I told you I ran into this guy who happens to be a dating coach, and I ran into his girl, and she just talked down about the guy just so bad in so many words, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't believe that this guy is calling himself a dating coach and posting pictures of himself with women, and he's not a big time dating coach. You know, a lot of people can read through his BS. So, you know, he doesn't have a huge following. You know, probably has fake Instagram followers. He has no views on his YouTube channel. So, I guess people can read through the BS. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to give him too much credit, because, you know what I mean, obviously. But he was running. He was running some event where he had a bunch of guys down in the Fort Lauderdale area. A bunch of guys showing up to that event. And when those guys was coming out of that event, I saw how they was talking to some women. I was like, oh my God, he's literally making these guys worse. These guys are actually worse off after being trained by a guy who doesn't even have his own chick in check. His chick talks down about him. He barely, basically in so many words, what she was telling me is he barely got me. He should be happy that he got me. And what I say goes. That's basically how his chick was talking about him. And she wasn't even that cute. Big old titties, flat ass, blonde hair, blue eyes. Wasn't even that cute. You feel me? Looked like she used to be a fucking ex-ran through whore. Now he taking her serious. He can't even date other women. And he's a modern day dating coach. So, and you know what I mean? And then the things that he tries to push is, I try to teach guys internal confidence. And, you know, he had a testimonial, because I ran into his page. I was like, oh, this the guy that girl was talking shit about. His girl was talking shit about him low-key. So then I ran across his page. I looked at his little story, and he had a little story of a guy. He's like, see, look at my students. And the student was like, yeah, man, before I found you, man, I would talk to girls, and like 40% of them would talk to me back. And he said, since I found you, man, 80% of the girls that I talked to, they talked to me back. He was like, yeah, that was like a profound moment. That, like, I can hold a conversation with a chick. 80% of chicks that I talk to, I can hold a conversation. I'm like, is that a win? Like, you posted that on your story, like that's the best winning scenario that you got for one of your students. And it's sad to watch, man. The world is the US is so doomed, bro. The people that are teaching, they are not really in the field. They are not really out here doing it. I didn't even want to come for dating. I was saying, man, when next time I jump on YouTube, I'm gonna jump on for money. But man, it was getting so out of hand. I say, man, somebody got to fix this shit, bro. Somebody got to get these guys results, bro. Somebody got to tell these guys what women actually respond to. You feel me? Guys got to stop teaching guys and making them worse off. Imagine you in a conversation with a chick and you worried about how she feel the whole entire time. Imagine you talking to a chick, you worried about how she feel. Imagine you trying to lead things forward, you worried about what she think all the motherfucking time. See, that's the problem, bro. None of you guys is actually fucking men. None of you guys is actually leaders, bro. And then they go on and then try to teach somebody else to become a leader. What I came to find out is you have to go through the hard work. You have to go through the fire. You have to become a leader. You have to become a true man. You got to at least have your own bitch in check before you try to jump out here and teach other men how to get women. Like, it's literally the blind leading the blind. It's like the leader of the group is blind and everybody behind them is blind, and they all just walking in a circle, but nobody know. Like, yeah, you take a right here. Oh yeah, I think we're going to the right place. Yeah, everything feel right. And the whole time, y'all just taking a whole circle the whole time. Years and years pass. Y'all ain't never went nowhere. Y'all still end up in the same place. And then y'all take some pictures with some cute girls and act like that's really your life. When I know the guy in real life. He took some pictures, and the girls wasn't even cute. That's the crazy part. He took some pictures with a girl just to do some marketing stuff. And I say, damn, he really not like that for real. He got one bitch that control him, that tell him what the fuck to do. So basically, it's a grift. Like, you can't suck and then try to be a trainer. And it has been happening since the beginning of the time. Like I said, the sales trainers for the first dealership that I've worked at, they were horrible. But they wanted to be sales trainers, and it fucks you up as a young man, because you never sold shit in your life. So you coming into the dealership thinking that these people that they put in front of you to do the training before you start selling cars, you thinking these people in front of you are the big fucking shots, big deal motherfuckers. And the way that they talk in those classes, I remember, I'm not gonna say their names, but I remember the two lead trainers, they used to act like they was such big shots. Oh man, back in my day, I used to sell so many cars. Come to find out, when I started talking to the real big shots and when I started getting good, I say, hey, he was my trainer, because he moved to our dealership trying to be a manager. I was like, he used to be my trainer. How many? He said, oh, that nigga, he said he can't sell shit. I said, damn, he said his biggest month was 22. He said that nigga ain't never sold no fucking 22 fucking cars. That motherfucker sold 12 at most. I say, what the fuck? And then I went over to him, because me, I'm the type of nigga, you feel me? I'm quiet, but like, I've always been just a strong, and it might be genetic shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, my granddad was a fucking outlaw in Jamaica. You feel me? My dad was a fucking gangster. It might just be some internal shit that I got. Maybe it's some genetic shit. But I walked right up to him, and I was like, I want to say his name, but I'd be like, bro, you used to train. He was like, yeah, I remember training your class. I'm like, bro, what's the most amount of cars you sold, bro? Like I said, just be honest with me. He was like, oh, probably like 12. I was like, bro, in class, you said your biggest month was 22. He's like, I never said that. I'm like, all right, bro. I walked off from that nigga. Me and that nigga wasn't cool the whole time he was a manager there. And I told him nigga straight up, I had my manager, I said, hey, if they ever switch up teams, and because they used to give us team leads, like managers for a specific sales group, because we had so many salespeople at this first dealership. So I said, bro, if we ever switch up teams, remind me to never be on that nigga team, bro. I can't trust that nigga, bro. You feel me? I told my manager straight up, I said, if they ever switch teams around, just say CJ will not work on that nigga's team, because they always try to take the superstars and try to move them around, because every team lead gets judged based off of the salespeople that they got. So we had a bunch of team leads. I think they all like watched over 5 to 6 salespeople or whatever the case is, but what they were judged based off of the numbers that their team was doing. So they always wanted to switch up the superstars to put on another team, because the superstars gonna eat regardless. You feel me? So they used to get mad at my manager, because he had like, once you start selling 20 cars a month at this first dealership, they promote you to an AE role, they call you account executive. So my team lead had 2 or 3 account executives, and they was getting mad. They was like, why he get so many account executives? We need one of them. CJ need to go. They used to do that shit. You feel me? They used to fight for the talent, because that's how they got they pay. They got they pay based off of what they team did, even though it was little to nothing to do with them. You feel me? Like, talent gonna fucking shine regardless. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's really what it is, man. It's just sad to watch, man. And it's sad that so many grifters are jumping on the internet and they're trying to teach guys how to make money. It's sad that so many grifters are jumping on the internet and they're trying to teach guys, you know, dating stuff. I hope that with the results that I get to people in the CLG community, I hope that it does a domino effect. I hope that it forces people to be real on the internet. I hope that it weeds out all the BS. If you not truly, genuinely on the internet to get your fucking students results and not just suck as much money out of them and try to run a multi-million-dollar business, in turn basically not helping nobody do shit. You feel me? Because what a lot of these guys are doing on the internet is they doing that lifestyle type shit. They want to show you a lifestyle that is fabricated. It is fabricated. And I know this to be true because I told you guys in my previous videos that I was ripped off for 15 grand by a kid, right? And I'm going to tell you the whole story about this motherfucker. And I'm going to tie all of this shit back because it's very relevant to that post that I read. So this little fucking kid was talking about dropshipping about all this shit, right? So me, I'm already skeptical. So he talking about he making $3 million a year. You know what I mean? He got like this little penthouse and you know, in the Fort Lauderdale area. You know what I mean? He had a Lambo. He had all this shit, right? So I'm like, man, I'm skeptical about this nigga. So years passed. You gotta understand, 2 years passed. The only thing I gave this nigga is $200. I said, bro, I'll give you $200. I ain't paying a penny more. I said, just help me automate my main business. You feel me? Just help me with automation. And lo and behold, the kid fucking automated my whole main business. So he helped me with the sheets, with the Zapier, with all this bullshit, just to automate a lot of steps that, you know, me and my team don't have to do. And it only cost me $200. So I was like, all right, motherfucker might be on to something. So he kept talking about this dropshipping shit. He's like, oh man, I charge 20 grand. He said, basically, man, I'll build the store for you. I'll do everything, bro. The store, you know, I'll probably get you to $1 million a year before you know it. You know what I mean? And literally, I'll do everything for you. All you gotta do is pay me 20 grand. So in my head, I'm like, 20 grand for $1 million a year is the easiest fucking decision to make in forever. But I'm like, I don't fucking know. So then I told him, I said, bro, how about this? I said, tell me exactly what you're gonna do. He said, I'm gonna build the store, I'm gonna do all this shit, I'm gonna do all this shit. So I was like, all right, nigga, how about this? I'll give you half of it up front. You start building my shit, and then once the shit start rolling, I give you the other half. And he was like, all right, bet. So I gave him half up front. He started building shit. He built the store. The store looked great. He did everything. He told me, he taught me everything. He taught me how to get the products, where to get them from, how to drop ship them, how to market, how to do an ambassador program, all this motherfucking shit. But the main thing he wouldn't give me, he said, man, I got this thing, this system that I can just plug and play to your business, and then you get a whole bunch of business. And he wouldn't give it to me until I gave him the other half of the money. So I'm like, why don't you give it to me up front? He said, that's not the deal, man. This is my proprietary thing. It's going to market to people, hundreds of thousands of people with just a click of a button. And you don't have to pay no marketing, none of that shit. And just going to bring a bunch of traffic to your page. So I'm like, all right, bro, whatever, man. I'll give you the other half. Cause the store looked good. Everything looked good. It was solid. The Instagram page, everything was solid. But one of the things I should have picked up on was how fake this nigga was. Right? Because what he did for me when he first made my Instagram page, I'm just a real organic ass nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck that my Instagram page got 0 followers. I don't give a fuck about shit. But I noticed when he was building my store and building my page, he was doing a bunch of bullshit. He was like, all right, we gotta put fake reviews on the page. I'm like, what? I'm like, why the fuck we gotta do fake reviews on the shit? He's like, people gotta believe it, bro. You gotta put fake reviews. You gotta do fake reviews, bro. You gotta make up a bunch of fake reviews, put it on the page. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. He's like, nah, too late. I already did it. So I'm like, all right, that's already a little skeptical. And then when we made the Instagram page, he's like, bro, you gotta have fake followers, bro. You gotta have fake followers, bro. And I'm like, bro, why can't I just get real followers and know who the fuck is on my page and see? He's like, nah, bro, I already paid for it, bro. I already did it, bro. The money that you gave me, I already got the fake followers on there, bro. 16K fake followers. And I'm like, God damn, like everything that he was telling me, he was like, all right, now we need some fake testimonials. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this shit, bro. Like, I'm not keep faking this shit, bro. Like, let's just build the fucking page. He's like, bro, that's how business is nowadays, bro. He was like a little 19-year-old kid. He's like, that's the way business is, bro. Motherfuckers gotta believe your shit. And I'm sitting, he's like, bro, I work with everybody, bro. I work with top influencers. I work with everybody, bro. Like, I don't just do the drop shipping shit. Some people don't want me for the drop shipping. I help people build their YouTubes. I help people do this. He said, most of these people that you see out here, bro, they all faking, bro. Like, it's not about being real. And I'm like, nigga, is this what the fucking world has come to? But lo and behold, and I'm not saying I was 100% scammed, because what ended up happening was the amount of work. This is what he lied to me about. This is how I was scammed. And this is how Grant scams people. They lied to you originally about how much work it's gonna take. So basically what he was telling me was I was just gonna pay him 20 grand, which I talked him down to 15. I was just gonna pay him 15 grand, and I'm just gonna sit back and I don't have to put no work into the shit myself. He gonna do everything for me, and it's just gonna print money. But what ended up happening, and then the last thing that he was holding back for me was his proprietary thing that markets to people and does all this bullshit, right? Come to find out, give him the last half, and he's talking about, man, Instagram tripping, man. It ain't letting me send out the DMs with the thing and blah, blah, blah. We gotta go another way around it. But I will set up your mini chat and I will set up all this other shit. But he's like, the Instagram ain't really letting me send out all the messages how I want to send them out and all this shit. He was like, all right, but so in the meantime, you got to use this other system. He said it ain't the best, but that's what you're gonna have to use. So he gave me the other system. Man, this other fucking system, because we had to make fake pages. The pages send out messages, DMs. The fucking pages was getting flagged every other day because fucking Instagram don't like bots. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He was just like, yeah, you just gotta stay on them. And then when I was getting messages in, the AI thing that he had set up wasn't getting people to purchase. Well, I'm not gonna say I ain't make no money. My dropshipping company did make some money, but it was nowhere near what the fuck I was supposed to be making. And then what ended up happening was the amount of time that I had to put into it, because he started telling me more and more shit. He was like, nah, man, you got to manually talk to the clients when they get to this point. Nah, you got to manually do this. Nah, you got to manually do this part when it comes to the dropshipping. All right, after you get a sale, you got to manually do this. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm already running a fucking business, bro. I'm like, god damn. He's like, you got to manually reach out to the top. He's like, you need one influencer in your pocket. He didn't tell me this shit up front now. He told me he was going to run the stuff for me, all this shit. So then when I get into it, I say, see, that's what the fuck y'all niggas fuck up at. This is why the world is where it is. The way y'all market things is not how it actually fucking is. So I told that motherfucker, I said, you know what? I told him straight up. I said, thanks for giving me all this information, all this nerdy shit. I get you know what you're talking about. I'm not saying it's 100% scam. I'm saying that I get you know what you're talking about, but the way you sold it to me was, motherfucker, I pay you, you build everything out. He said, but I am. I said, yeah, but it's a lot of manual shit that I ain't got time for. Like I would rather lose the 15K than to have to put hours into a fucking female clothing line, which I give no fucks about, for me to have to put in all this time just to hope that it makes some money when I already got a business that's printing money. So I said, you know what, motherfucker? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this motherfucking business on the shelf. Thank you for teaching me all this information. I understand it, but it's not what the fuck I want to do. So I'm gonna put this business on the shelf. And I said, you did lie to me. He said, no, I didn't lie. I said, yeah, you lied to me, motherfucker. You made it seem like it was plug and play, and it ain't. So I said, you got me on this 15K, but this is what I will tell you. You'll never get another motherfucking dollar out of me. Straight up. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna whoop your ass. I ain't gonna hunt you down. I ain't gonna do none of that. Okay, it's 15 bands. It is what it is. I tell you one, and this was a 2-year sale for this nigga. I met him 2 years ago. He helped me with my first business. It took this nigga 2 years of calling me just to do that. And I told him straight up, I said, if this shit work how you said it gonna work, I'm gonna keep throwing money your way. You feel me? Because if it's supposed to pull in the money that you said it was supposed to, that's what I told him. I said, this 15 band, even if it do half of what you say, even if it do 500,000. But the thing is, when he talking about $1 million a year, he talking about, I'm not gonna keep the whole $1 million. If the business did $1 million a year, you only keep like 20 to 30% because of all the money that you got to pay for the drop shipping and all this shit. You gotta put a lot. It's expensive, so you only gonna keep like 300,000 a year. So basically, what he was saying is, I turn 15,000 into 200,000 to 300,000 profit if I hit $1 million. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I don't keep all that profit from all that drop shipping. And he was talking about, I gotta reach out to influencers, I gotta send them stuff, I gotta fucking, it just was keep pouring money into it, and it wasn't getting the sales. Like, it was getting a sale every blue moon. You feel me? My friends, the family bought some of the shit, and the shit was good quality because the shit was from China. Now I'm glad I don't run that bitch now because all them goddamn tariffs on China. You know what I mean? I'm glad I shut that bitch down, but that's what ended up happening. And I'm gonna bring this shit back full circle. A lot of motherfuckers is on the internet really faking it till they make it type shit. They faking with pictures of girls. They faking with infield footage. I noticed this with RSD. I'd be like, damn, right after the kiss, they cut that film and they go into another one. They cut that film, they go into another one. Even when you buy their courses, it's just a lot of cuts because they wasn't really fucking none of those girls. Anybody can have a cameraman follow them and go out. I can go out right now and get an instant makeout with a chick. I can go out right now and have a cameraman follow me, get instant makeup, and never see that bitch again. I know how to fucking get a bitch hot and bothered and kiss her and never see her again. The shit that I'm talking about is getting motherfuckers real fucking long-lasting results where they got rotations. Where they got bitches hitting them up. I haven't seen you, baby. I miss you, baby. Like, I'm talking about real shit. I would have never came to the internet if I was on some fake fuck shit. I would have never came to the internet if I was on some pussy nigga shit. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's the shit that I be trying to talk about. It's like a lot of these niggas be coming to the internet. They be faking the bitches in their pictures. They be faking the fucking infield footage. They be faking all kinds of shit. And then it's only till after you buy that shit till you realize it's bullshit. And then you end up in a situation like Will Smith was with Jada, listening to all the bullshit about how women really operate. And you end up in a marriage where your own wife don't respect you for shit. And she is inferior to you in every way. Did you know Jada fucking Pickett is inferior to Will Smith in every way? Will Smith is bigger, stronger, makes more money, better actor, more roles, more connections, better fucking reputation before she fucked it up. Everything. Will Smith was a legend. Until him not being a man with a female ruined his fucking life. He over here jumping on stage, slapping another nigga about this bitch, and this bitch wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. This is the modern fucking society that we are in. And then we got the blind leading the blind. When I ran into that bitch talking shit about her man, and this nigga was supposed to be a dating coach and has all these students and all these people following him and believing in him, and he don't even got control of his bitch. When his bitch is away from him, when she's sitting on the sidewalk and he's supposed to be in there training students, your bitch is alone and she's talking down about her fucking man. Nigga, you don't even got your bitch in line. You know what I mean? She talking all kind of crazy, inviting me over to the fucking crib. I don't even know the bitch. I never mentioned nothing about no motherfucking CLG. I was dating coach, nothing. This bitch over here compliment me on my outfit, talking about you should somebody crib and do a podcast with us. Now, and the reason it's fresh in my mind because he just popped up on my goddamn Facebook. Come to look at their podcast. Motherfuckers ain't getting no views. Motherfuckers ain't got no subscribers. Motherfuckers ain't got shit. They shut that shit down. They stopped making videos. Because people are starting to realize the fake. They know that shit is bullshit. When you put in one of your best students on the camera and he said, I'm able to have conversations with chicks now. Thank you so much for helping me. I used to not be able to have conversations. Well, 40% of the girls I was able to have a conversation with. Now I can have a conversation with 80% of the girls. I'm winning now. Bro, a conversation ain't gonna get you no pussy. Especially if you ain't got the process. Well, I'm not gonna say no pussy, bro. A broken clock is right twice a day. Right? A broken clock. There are some people, they are so attractive that they can do no wrong with the specific type of girl. Maybe that girl was just super horny that day, and no matter what the fuck you said and what the fuck you did, you just can't fuck it up for shit. You know what I mean? It's some text threads I be reading, and I be like, you better be glad this girl really liked you, because you making a lot of mistakes. Because even in the CLG community, we get some people, they get the process, they did it, and they be like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then they jump on the cars and they be like, I'm still not getting results. And they post their text thread. I'm like, bro, follow the text script, please. I said, how about this? How about you do this, bro? He's like, I want to follow it, but you care too much. That's what it is. I say, just listen to me, man. Just listen to me, dog. How about you get the text script, you use it, because I already know it worked. Motherfucker, I would have never fucking put the text script up there if I wasn't consistently pulling bitches. So how about you use the text script and then you compare the results. So what you've been doing and the results that you've been getting with all that extra fluffy shit that you've been texting to what you getting now. Just give it a shot, because everybody else that's posting the text threads that's using the text script, all them niggas getting pussy. All them niggas setting shit up, getting dates, getting pussy. So if they keep getting results and you trying to do your own thing and you not getting results, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You get what I'm trying to say? I've already tested this motherfucker shit. Bro, I've done years and years and years and years of this shit until I perfected it before I jumped on the internet. And I told myself, I'm not doing nothing fucking fake. I threw away that fucking bit. I hated everything. That business that I bought from that kid, I hated everything about that fucking business. I hated the fact that I had 16K fake subscribers. I didn't even know the difference from the real, because you get real subscribers after a while because of the content that you post. I didn't know the difference from the fake ones and the real ones. I hated that shit. I'm like, how the fuck do I even know if I can even reach out to these motherfucking girls that's following this page? You know what I mean? If I don't even know how many fucking followers I got. Like, I didn't even tell the motherfucker. The nigga, before I knew it, the nigga done paid for it. I already paid for them. I already paid for them. You got 16K followers now. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't want this shit. I wanted to build it organically, goddammit. He say, no. This word is all about perception. And that's what they teach in the youth. This kid was a younger kid. I think when I first met him, he was 19. I think he's like 22 or 21 now. I've known him for some years. But when I first met him, he was a 19-year-old kid. And I'm like, that's what they teach in the youth? Not to be real, to be fake and take shortcuts? That's not business, bruh. You setting yourself up on a poor foundation. You're setting yourself up to fail. That's not business. Slow and steady wins the fucking race. It might be slow, but at least it's real. You know what I mean? You guys have been following me on YouTube. What did I start with? Bro, y'all motherfuckers don't know. My first few videos, it was video after video after video. I kept posting 0 views, 0 views, 0. I think my first like 10 videos was 0 views. Imagine keep posting and you getting 0. Not 1, not 2 views, 0 of the motherfuckers. Did that stop me from posting? No, because I know that this shit had to get out there. Like, I knew the bigger goal. And the way I was looking at it, even if I get 1 view, that's 1 motherfucking guy that I can fucking save. That is 1 motherfucking guy I can save. And that's how you save the world. 1 person at a fucking time. There is no reason Will Smith should be caught in that situation that he is in. With the amount of fucking sure talent that guy has. Not only is he talented, the motherfucker's tall, motherfucker's in good shape. Tons of women would be fucking love to trade spaces with fucking Jada Pinkett. But because she looks at her man as weak, because of the way he acts, like I said, all you guys think is about money, status, da 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 da. No, girls care more about how you act. If you act like a man, they'll treat you like a man. If you fall to what she says and let her rule, your relationship will end. It will be doomed. Women are not good leaders. Contrary to what the fuck they say. They will lead it to the fucking ground. Trust me. So it's sad watching shit like that. It's sad watching my fellow man who is God gifted with testosterone, with everything. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, as a man, God gave you more gifts than the fucking woman. If you read the book, God made man first in his image. And then he made woman. And a weak man will allow his woman to be convinced by a serpent to eat from the tree of knowledge. A weak man will allow that. A strong man, and fuck what the women say, I don't want to be controlled. I don't want a controlling guy. Then bitch, you, first of all, you can call it what you want to call it. You can say however the fuck you want to say. And to be honest, I'm not a controlling guy, none of that shit like that. Because, first off, I'm looking for a girl who's naturally submissive to be my main bitch any fucking ways. If you come in all extra fucking masculine, all that bullshit, bitch, you're rotation at most. All I'm gonna do is 80-20. Just tell me who you is, motherfucker. I'm gonna get to the truth. I keep 80-20 in your ass and asking questions. Oh, the real you gonna come out eventually. Trust that. So I'm gonna get to the motherfucking truth. And as soon as I know who you is, that's the category your ass go in. Oh, this is a rotation. Oh, she's fun in the bedroom. Oh, she suck good dick. Oh, she's just a nasty little motherfucker. Swallow all my cum. Real nasty motherfucker. But will she ever be a main? Nope. She too strong, independent, gotta motherfucking have shit her way, da-da-da. I'ma still, when she around me though, you feel me? We move to the beat of my goddamn drum. I don't give a fuck how strong and independent you is. If I'm paying money, bitch, we going where I wanna go. You feel me? Let me get a bitch if I say, hey, let's go racing, cause I like racing cars and shit. I like doing a lot of shit. I like jet skis, I like all kind of shit. I hit a bitch up, hey, let's go racing. She's like, oh, I don't wanna go racing. Bitch, you gonna be left on red fucking with me. I don't give a fuck what you want, bitch. I'm paying. If I'm gonna pay for it, I choose what the fuck we do. You not gonna get my resources and tell me what the fuck to do with them. And women get nasty like that. We had a dude in the group, and I'm glad he cut this crazy bitch off. He said, hey, let's get drinks. She said, yeah, sure. She set a time. She flaked on him on that time. She texted him the next day or later that day after they were supposed to meet. And she said, I put in reservations for Fogo de Chao. That nigga left that bitch on red. Bitch, what the fuck? You gonna tell me where I'm gonna meet you with my money? Get the fuck out. You gonna tell me how to spend my motherfucking money? Bitch, if I'm taking you out, I'm taking you. If I'm spending the money, I'm taking you to where I wanna goddamn take you. We gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. Now, if you want it, like, for example, I'll give you an example. If I'm talking to a bitch, I say, oh, I'm in the mood for pasta. Let's go to the spot. Let's get some pasta. Oh, I'm not in the mood for pasta. I want to get sushi. Oh, you paying? Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, okay. Then shut the fuck up. Bitch, we getting pasta. Now, if you paying, okay, I'll take it free. My taste buds will change if I'm in the mood to want them to change. If you paying, bitch, you know what? I could use a free sushi meal. You feel? I could use a free, you know, I could save this little $60, $70. You know what I mean? I can save this shit. So don't be, unless this is a suggestion that I truly want, you feel me? I'm open to suggestions, but it better be something, like sometimes a girl will suggest me some shit, I'll be like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. But it gotta be something I truly motherfucking want. Because I'm the one paying for that shit 9 times out of 10. So if I'm paying, we doing what the fuck I want to do. If you paying, I'll let you know if I decide to roll with you or not, depending on what you choose. Now, you choose some stupid, dumb shit that I don't want to do, and you the one that's paying, and I don't want to do it, bitch, find somebody else to go with, goddamn it. Find one of your homegirls, find another nigga. I don't give a fuck. You a rotation bitch to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't feel like doing that shit. You know what I mean? The bitch trying to, I forgot what I turned down recently. It was some dumbass shit some bitch was trying to get me to do. Oh, I already bought the tickets. Oh, I ain't going to that shit. I don't want to go to that shit. I don't know why the fuck you bought me a goddamn ticket. You should have asked me first. Nigga, I'm bougie, motherfucker. Goddamn it. So, that's I just want to keep it real with you guys, man. If you guys keep, you know, listening to these motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck they talking about, don't know what the fuck they doing, you gonna end up in a fucked up predicament like Will Smith. A very capable man. Very capable man. That motherfucker could have, if he played his cards right, and he truly knew who the fuck he was, and he truly fucking looked in that mirror and said, I'm that nigga, and he truly moved to the beat of his own drum, and he was a true man, that bitch would be a rotation bitch at most. That bitch couldn't hold his jock strap. But the fact that she can sit up there like she doing something, like she looked down at that nigga, like, ugh. Bitch, who are you, bitch? What have you done? What? You ain't nowhere near the actor that nigga Will Smith was, so don't play. You feel me? Every fucking movie I've seen you in, you was getting fucking raw dogged. Yes, I watched Jason Lyric. That nigga was dumping dick in your asshole. Every motherfucking movie I seen you in, you getting fucked. This the shit I be talking about, bro. This the shit I be talking, bro. This shit is just, this is sad, bro. Like, real talk. This some sad shit, bro. And us as men, if we don't fucking sit back and take our motherfucking power back, bro, we doomed, bro. This is the pivotal turning point in today's society. If we don't sit back and take our motherfucking power back, we are doomed. It's too many niggas out here getting conned by these fake ass dating coaches, and they going to these guys and they getting worse. It's too many niggas getting conned by these fake ass social media influencers with all kind of fake shit, fake lifestyle, fake this, just to scam you motherfuckers. When are we gonna come back with the real? When are we gonna come back with the raw? When we gonna come back with the motherfuckers that really know women nature and really teaching you some real life motherfucking shit, and we getting some real fucking results, and we becoming men again? And stop falling victim to all these predatory ass fucking women. Cause it's getting sad to watch. No way in hell should that man, Will Smith, be subject to that level of disrespect on the main stage just because he chose a poor fucking partner. And the fact that the average modern woman looks at the average modern man as if he's less than, even if he's actually better than her in every category, is fucking sickening. It's sickening how the modern day woman looks at the modern day man. Like, you're not shit. You would be lucky if I allowed you to kiss the ground that I walk on. That's how they look at the modern day fucking man. And I'm getting tired of that shit. And us as men, we need to stick together and we need to fight back against that shit. We need to take our motherfucking power back. Real talk. And with that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.